Hey guys, today is a quick little tutorial. I am using a water-based epoxy for my first time, and I'm just going to take you guys through a little explanation video in case you're wanting to hard coat your prop events, foam, wood, whatever it may be. So let's get straight into it. Make sure you are wearing gloves, as you can see here, and a mask, because even though this is water-based, this stuff is quite strong in smell. So I'm going to pour, it's a 4:1 ratio, part A 4, part B 1. So we're going to put 400 mils in here and 100 mils in here. And then you've got to stir it really well. So I'm just going to add them in and then show you where we go from there. Alright, so we've got part B with 100 mils. And part A with 400 mils, so 4:1 ratio is looking good. Now to mix these, it's usually recommended for an electric drill mixer. However, I don't have one, so you got to mix them separately. So I can feel this one's already quite hard. So you want to mix each of them with a separate mixer, okay? For 2 to 5 minutes each, making sure to get the sides. Now this one I feel like it's hardening already, so just gonna mix that in and we'll try. Actually, that works quite well actually. If you just twist it from the top, it is mixing well. So this is my first time using epoxy to hard coat my foam backdrops for events. I prefer to use foam because it's a lot thicker and is more cost effective than using wood really. And yeah, they're quite easy to hard coat from the YouTube videos I've seen, but I haven't seen one on event props, so that's why I wanted to help you guys out there who are maybe also doing props. Alright, so that works well here. I'm going to mix both of them for about 2 to 5 minutes, and then I will check back in when we mix them together. Alright, so I've been mixing both part A and part B for about 5 minutes. The consistency is quite flowy, and there's not really any air bubbles or anything. There's a few, but I've managed to get both of them out. This one was a lot easier to mix than this one. This one I do realise why they say you need a power drill. So I'm just gonna... Alright, so now we're going to mix part A and part B. Now I'm told that you've got a 1 hour window to work with this, so you've got to be a bit fast on your hands, I guess. Obviously, if you do have a power drill, go ahead and use it, because I do think it would make this process just a lot less physical. Alright, let's mix this really well. Doesn't feel like it's hardening to me, which is good. Power mix part A and part B to continue to mix for 2 minutes. Apply 1 or 2 coats to achieve the desired film build. And apparently touch dry in 45 minutes, which is pretty good. Now we're actually using styrofoam, which is what I use for all of my backdrops or props. Sometimes I use other types, but usually it's styrofoam. So to apply this, there's different ways you can do it. You can do it with a spray. However, I've got these brushes, high quality brushes. Once you use them, you can't use them again because they'll obviously harden. I'll try wash them with water, but I've read that you can't, they're not reusable. But still, you want to get good quality ones because when you're brushing it on the foam, you don't want little brush hairs sticking on. Make sure the area is clean as well. I will check in when we are painting this on the foam. I'm done with the coating. Just make sure on edges like this there's no drips like that. Alright, let me just clear out those drips. So just as it's drying, go over and make sure. Because this will cure for 45 minutes, so you don't want it to dry. Okay, sweet. So on the edges and the ends, I did do a bit more. This is the yellow one. You can see it's quite shiny. Sorry guys, my messy workplace. It's quite shiny, and I am really liking the way it looks. So we'll probably check in about 45 minutes. Or in a few hours. I think I will let them cure. These are obviously foam, so that's why you can see the indentations, but I'm gonna fill that through.